Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to take a journey into a truly remarkable world, a place of perfect peace and beauty that's described in the ancient Amitabha Sutra. So get ready for a guided tour of a realm known as the Pure Land. But let's start with a question, one that I think we've all wondered about at some point. What if there was a world without any suffering? I mean, really think about that. A place where joy was the only reality and pain, sadness, and anxiety just didn't exist. Well, the Amitabha Sutra offers this stunningly detailed vision of exactly that place. So, the sutra opens with Sakyamuni Buddha talking to his top disciple, Shariputra, and he reveals something absolutely mind-blowing, the existence of this other world. It's located a distance so vast, it's almost impossible for our minds to even grasp. A world with a very, very special name. And that name? It's ultimate bliss, or Sukhavati. Now, according to the text, it's called this for a super simple reason. The beings who live there only experience happiness, all of it, but they feel none of the suffering that we know in our world. So the name isn't just some poetic title, it's a literal description of what the place is all about. All right, so now that we know its name and its whole reason for being, what does this world actually look like? What does it sound and feel like? Let's step inside. Our tour of the land of ultimate bliss begins right now. First off, the very structure of the land is just breathtaking. It's described as being perfectly laid out with 7 rows of railings, 7 layers of shimmering decorative nets, and 7 rows of massive trees. And get this, we're not talking about wood and stone here. All of it, every last bit, is made from what they call the 7 treasures, things like gold, silver, lapis lazuli, and other precious gems. And all across this landscape, you've got these incredible ponds. The bottom of these pools, covered in pure gold sand. They're filled with this special kind of water, and growing from them are these enormous lotuses. We're talking as big as chariot wheels. They come in these vibrant colors of blue, yellow, red, and white, and each one is literally glowing with its own soft, beautiful light. And yeah, about that water, it isn't just any old H2O. It's known as the 8 meritorious waters because it has 8 distinct, amazing qualities. It's perfectly pure, it's sweet, it's soft, it's said to be calming, it's healing, and it can even help you deepen your spiritual practice just by being around it. So the whole vibe, the atmosphere, is just one of complete peace and beauty. You've got heavenly music playing constantly in the background, the ground you walk on is paved with gold, and beautiful, fragrant flowers are always raining down from the sky day and night, just covering the land in this gentle, constant shower of blossoms. You also hear all these incredible sounds from beautiful birds, white cranes, peacocks, parrots. But here's where it gets really interesting. The Buddha makes a crucial point. He tells Shariputra, hey, don't think these are just regular animals born from past actions. No way. They are magical creations, manifested by the Buddha of that land for a very specific reason. And what is that reason? To teach. The songs these birds sing are actually lessons, explaining core spiritual ideas. In fact, everything makes music here. Even the sound of the breeze blowing through the jeweled trees and nets creates this incredible symphony that, just by hearing it, naturally makes you mindful of the path to enlightenment. Which, of course, brings up a pretty big question. Who is the mastermind behind all this? Who created this perfect world, a place designed from the ground up for spiritual growth and nothing else? The host is a Buddha named Amitabha, and the sutra explains that his name actually has 2 profound meanings. First, Amitabha, which means infinite light, because his radiance shines everywhere, in all directions, with nothing blocking it. And second, Amita Ayus, which means infinite life, because his lifespan and the lifespan of everyone in his land is immeasurable. It's endless. And this isn't something new. The text says Amitabha became a Buddha 10 kalpas ago. Now, a kalpa is a period of time so vast, it's hard to describe. Think of the entire life cycle of a universe, from its Big Bang to its final collapse. That's one kalpa. And he's been a Buddha for 10 of them. And he is there, right now, actively teaching. And he's not alone. This land is absolutely teeming with beings. It's filled with countless enlightened souls, arhats and great bodhisattvas, which are different stages of highly awakened individuals, all studying and practicing together. The number of his students is described as simply incalculable. So, okay, it's a beautiful place, it's full of wonderful beings, we get it, But what's the ultimate point? What's the core promise for someone who actually gets reborn in this Pure Land? Why does this all matter? Well, this is the real heart of it. The Pure Land is a guarantee of enlightenment. Think about it. When you're born there, you're constantly surrounded by the best of the best. You reach a special state called avivartika, or non-retression, which basically means you can't slide backwards. You'll never fall back into lower, more difficult ways of being. Progress only goes forward, and your own ultimate Buddhahood is a sure thing. So, how do you get there? The sutra makes a promise. For those who focus on this path, at the very moment their life is ending, Amitabha and his whole assembly of enlightened beings will appear right in front of them. This ensures their mind is calm, clear, not confused or deluded, and this allows them to be reborn directly and peacefully into the Pure Land. Now, as the sutra starts to wrap up, Sakyamuni Buddha makes it crystal clear that he isn't the only one who thinks this place is special. In fact, this teaching is confirmed and celebrated on a truly cosmic scale.
He describes how Buddhas in every single direction you can imagine, east, south, west, north, and even from the worlds below us and the worlds above us, all of them praise this teaching. It's like a universal endorsement, with all of them bearing witness to the truth of Amitabha's Pure Land.
And just how many Buddhas are we talking about? The sutra uses this powerful image. There are as many of them as there are grains of sand in the great Ganges River. We're talking about a number so vast, it's basically uncountable. An infinite number of enlightened beings across the cosmos all give this teaching their stamp of approval. So in the end, the sutra presents us with this really stark contrast. On one hand, you have our world, which it describes as a place of 5 corruptions, confused ideas, emotional turmoil, suffering, and hardship. And on the other hand, you have the Pure Land, a realm intentionally designed for happiness, for purity, and for guaranteed spiritual achievement. It really lays out a clear choice and a clear path. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought to chew on. If you look beyond the specific details of the text, what does this ancient, incredibly rich vision of a perfect world, a world without pain, a world of pure light and sound and fragrance, what does it tell us about that deep universal human quest to find an end to our suffering and to experience a reality that's finally defined by peace?